Well, hello there, and welcome to another LinkedIn quick tip video. I wanted to talk about giving thanks and expressing your gratitude through LinkedIn. And I'll show you a couple of ways to do it quickly. So you're on the LinkedIn homepage, and you've got this update box here where you share your updates, your start conversations, share images, videos, links, that sort of stuff. If you click in the box, as if you're going to write an update, you could be thinking of the person. So I might think, great collaborating with @Reg Sorrell on hashtag the LinkedIn couch, blah, blah, blah. Now, I might even share a photo. But if I click this little badge sort of symbol, like a little award, now I can give kudos. Now, it is searching for the person again, so we type in Reg, we pick them. What would we like to recognize them for? And the images seem to change. Every time I look at it, they've changed. So they have these standard images, and now they've got some, what looks like bagels. But that's new. So I can say thank you. I can say going above and beyond. So I think they've got another artist in play, and they're testing out their images. Inspirational leader, team play, great job, making work fun. Amazing mentor, outside the box thinker, great presentation. So if you've gone to hear someone speak at a conference or they've a training event, you can do great presentation and write about the presentation while doing this. So in this one, I'm talking about our collaboration and being fun. So I'm going to say making work fun on our collaboration. So I can go next. So what it's done is, after my text, it's actually added, let's put an enter in, it's at mentioned his name, which is from the previous post. It's put in kudos, thank you for a hashtag making work fun. So as part of this, you need to select the person. So essentially you've mentioned them twice. You might just do it in one spot, depending on where you like to have that conversation. And expand on it, say why. Well, because you could do that alone. You don't necessarily have to put your own text in there. You could just say, kudos, thank you for making work fun, @Reg Sorrell, and the image. But there's no context to that. So it's always good to tell a story on LinkedIn. So think about if you're going to say thank you to someone, why are you saying thank you? What did they do to make a difference? How did he make work fun? So that's another way of, sort of adding value to this. Of course, you add more hashtags as well. And I could, so if I put hashtag, I don't know, business, a hashtag LinkedIn, whatever, post settings, I can decide where it's going. I can share it to the public, which means whether or not you're connected to me, you will see this. If you're a follower of mine, you'll receive it as well, potentially. I can also tweet at the same time, or I can just select my connections, which means only people who are my first level connections will see this. But generally, it's good to be seen by anybody. There's no, unless it's something personal or limited. You can turn off comments. Now, I don't always recommend doing that. There's not many times you need to do that. But if you're making an announcement and you don't want a conversation, you can turn it off. But I'd recommend leaving it on. Then I can hit post. So that's one way of saying thank you to Reg. But say I want to do it a different way. So if I actually go to his profile, rather than starting a conversation publicly in the newsfeed of my connections and his potentially, because by doing what I've done, I've mentioned him, which means he'll get a notification I'm talking about him. He can then add comments to that and get more exposure. So you can also do it over here in his profile. So click on the more, click on give kudos, same thing here. Or we can go to click recommend and write a recommendation. So that's another way to do it. So hopefully this is giving you some food for thought and how you can add some value to your network and say thanks.